In this tutorial, we're going to create a custom frame to mock up some design work. First, start by creating a new document, select the camera, and for the rotation coordinates, use 0, 90, 0. Next, navigate to the list of models, scroll down, look for plane, and drag this onto the canvas. Press the S key and Shift to scale the plane proportionally, and press the R key and Shift to rotate the plane 90 degrees. Click this icon here to snap the selected object to the ground plane, and you can also use the pan and dolly tools to effectively pan around your scene or zoom in or out. Next, select a material of your choice, and this material will be used for the wall. You can also give this a color, and I'm going to use white. You can also add custom camera bookmarks to instantly snap the camera back to a specific position. So now it's time to start building the frame. So select the cube model and drag this onto the plane. Use the scale tool to adjust the width and height, and then orbit the camera around to the side so you can adjust the depth also using the scale tool. You can also select a material of your choice and simply drag and drop this onto the model to apply it. Give this a color from the color picker. Again, I'm going to use white. Select the cube and press Command or Control D to duplicate. And with both cubes selected, press the E key and adjust the position. Duplicate the cube again and use the Move, Scale and Rotate tools to start building the top of the frame. Once you've done the top, duplicate the cube and repeat for the bottom. You can also use the dolly tool to zoom in and make sure everything lines up. And click the render icon to see how it looks. Now it's a good idea to name all of the different layers within our scene. And with all 4 pieces selected, we can group these together. Once grouped, we can give this group a name and drag this to the top. And because everything is now white, we're going to select the wall on the color picker and select a slightly off-white, very light grey color. Next, we're going to add another cube and we're going to drag this onto our wall. Scale the width and height so that it fits inside the frame, and create another bookmark for a slightly more zoomed in camera if you like. Now we're going to add a material to this new cube. It could be a matte effect, or you could scroll down and add a glossy paper material. It really depends what you're going for. And you can adjust the material properties and color from the property inspector on the right. And rather than just working two-dimensionally, it's always a good idea to orbit the camera around and use the scale tool just to make sure everything fits correctly. We can also turn on the render preview and fine-tune any adjustments in real time. And finally, let's go ahead and give this cube a suitable name. Duplicate this object and call the top one glass. Now orbit the camera around and use the move tool to pull the glass object forwards, and then hide this layer. Double click the photo layer to go inside, then go to File, Import and Place Graphic on Model. Select an image of your choice and adjust the size, position and rotation using the control points around the edge. Once you're happy, you can go ahead and turn your glass layer back on and then group all of the photo frame elements together and give this group a name. Next, we're going to select the environment in our scene and adjust the intensity and rotation of the light. See how it bounces off that reflective glass surface. Let's give this another render. Make some real-time adjustments to the lighting. And in addition to the environment light, we can also go to the lights list and try out lots of different lighting setups. Lastly, switch over to render mode and select the camera angles, image quality, and formats you'd like to export. And when you're ready, click render. And there we go, done. You can now mock up a frame for your magnificent design work. I'll see you next time.